What's up, guys? What a great episode today. Built from Scratch podcast here to visit Chef Shane Owens from Buena Vida Tapas. He has a great story, unbelievable. Let's go hear more about it, guys. Let's check it out. Guys, welcome. Built from Scratch. We are here with Chef Shane Owens, an Alabama born and Atlanta native, here to Atlanta. So thank you for having us, man. Really appreciate it. I'm excited to hear your story, excited to know about this new project that you have, and yeah, man. So let's get to it. I want to just kind of tell me a little bit about yourself. Where you're born. You're born in Alabama.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in Alabama.
And raised?
Yes.
Okay.
Raised in a city called Dothan.
Okay.
It's about an hour from Panama City, right there in the Panhandle. Then after
So that's south of Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. South. About an hour south.
All right. Cool.
And yeah, just grew up always loving the kitchen with my mom, grandma.
Is that where it comes from?
Yes,
Okay,
that's where it
cool.
all comes from, because they're always in the kitchen. My grandma, my mom's mom, she used to work in a bakery for about years. Then she worked all that. And then my grandma's from Mexico also.
Okay.
So
so your grandma is Mexican.
Yes.
Oh, no
my
shit.
father's side.
And then your mom is American.
American.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, mom.
Gotcha.
So my father's side is Mexican.
Mexican.
But,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So growing up, I was eating a lot of my grandma's food, everything like that. And then so I always.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're half Mexican, half American.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. How did a Mexican get to Alabama?
Because she came through Texas.
Okay.
And my grandfather was in the military.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
she ended up marrying him.
Okay.
And then he got stationed at Fort Rooker, which is near Dothan.
Oh, okay.
So,
Gotcha. Okay.
So then she's been there ever since.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
Yeah. So that's my dad's side.
All right, gotcha. So then, okay, so you grew up in Alabama, and then did you start cooking from an early age, or kind of?
I was cooking. I was always in there, always eating. I was always a fat kid. So, yeah. So
Do you have
I was.
siblings?
Yes, I have a brother.
Okay,
so yeah.
cool.
So we're about 18 months apart.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
But yeah. So at an early age, I was always in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
That. Yeah.
And it wasn't normal back then.
Yeah.
We're more or less the same age, I think, right?
Yeah.
Your 30s?
Yeah. Oh, I'm. Yeah.
All right. So back then it wasn't normal for us kids to be in the kitchen with grandma and go play.
So go play outside and do all that.
All right, cool.
But I really enjoyed that. But like after high school, really in Dothan there wasn't a chef type thing.
Okay.
So that swayed my career path for that time.
Okay.
And then that's when my dad got a job up here in Atlanta.
So you graduated high school in Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then so
what is it?
Dothan.
Dothan?
Yeah.
Dothan? Okay.
Yeah. And so he got up here, and then right at that time
He got stationed. He was military also?
No, he was air marshal.
Oh, air marshal.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
So
Air marshal.
yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
So he was there.
Is that the one that like you jump on the plane and then like nobody knows who you are and
Yeah, basically.
oh
yeah.
my goodness. Is there any crazy stories of that?
He doesn't say.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Okay,
so he
awesome.
doesn't say. So,
All right.
but no, so
He
so
got
I
stationed
that.
here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was looking for a job, and corrections were available.
Corrections, okay.
Yeah, and that was at Clayton County.
So what's corrections? What is that?
Corrections.
Like you got in trouble or you were?
No. I worked as the officer seeing the inmates, making
inmates.
sure, for the inmates. I was the officer over the
Were you
inmates.
big? Were you big?
I was a little chunky, but yeah, I was fine. I was able to hold it. But I was
Did
19.
they ever bribe you?
Yeah. No. No, 'cause they tried. So
Oh my goodness.
But no. But other than that, it was all there. And then I was worked in corrections for like 4 years.
No shit.
And,
How was the food in there?
It was horrible. Always. But then after that, joined the.
So you went from
Marine
corrections, and then you went to Marine. Okay.
Yeah, I was in the Marines for 8 years, infantry.
Did you travel, or was mainly here based out of Atlanta?
No, I traveled all
Okay.
over. I was Japan, Iraq, Afghanistan.
Wow. You're the first one to go.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, oh
It
my
was
goodness.
2005, 2006.
That was for 8 years.
Yep.
In this time in corrections or in military, were you ever around the kitchen?
Not really, but in the military, I
Besides
would
eating?
cook, yeah.
No,
But in the
okay.
military, in the military, I would actually cook for my guys, my
Oh,
squad
really?
members
Okay,
and all
cool.
that. Do different steaks and
Okay.
all that stuff.
Cool.
For
You were
them.
the cooking guy.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Cool.
So, but a lot of those guys knew how to cook because they're all Southern too, guys.
Yeah. All
So,
right.
yeah.
Cool. Was there a lot of guys from the Southern?
Yeah, a lot.
At that time, what do you think your specialty was, or what were you used to around, like a barbecue, or?
It was more
or
like barbecue,
barbecues?
steak cooking,
Okay,
and
cool,
all
cool.
that.
Smoking.
Smoking,
All right,
and doing.
cool.
That's what we had. So after that, after I got out, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. I still wanted to cook. But
This was 8 years. How old are you at this point?
About 30s, in my 30s.
In early 30s. Wow.
Yeah.
So you didn't start cooking like
Professionally, yes.
professionally till like early 30s.
Yeah.
No shit.
And then
Okay.
I went after that. I worked for Google,
Okay.
and that just I was traveling so much there that I just decided to go to culinary school because I needed to use my GI Bill.
Oh,
So
okay. All
that's,
right. Interesting.
That's what I did.
Where'd you go to culinary school?
Le Cordon Bleu.
Le Cordon Bleu. All right.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so- yes, sir.
All right. Cool.
Hey, yes, sir.
I went to
Yeah.
Le Cordon Bleu.
Yes, sir.
All right.
But then after that, for my internship, I worked at little restaurants down south Georgia, like Locust
So
Grove. and
you
all.
You did the 2-year program?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
I did. And after that, I went and worked as I was going through. Worked at some little kitchens down
Okay.
south.
Cool.
But then,
How was your feeling when I guess when you were going to culinary school? Was it like, this is what I'm going to do the rest of my life? Because obviously you say, oh no, it's just to use my GI Bill, but like, so you applied it to that. But when you were in school, was it like, this is what I'm going to do, or the bug hadn't hit you yet? Or?
Yeah, the bug really hadn't hit, but I was like, okay, I really need to do something. And I
Okay.
needed to, and then as I was in it, I started getting more, and then that's where I
appreciate it, and you started getting- okay,
and that's
gotcha.
where I started loving everything about
Okay.
it. So,
Well, you say like halfway through? Or?
I would say probably halfway through,
cool.
and then it was mainly when I started like reading more because I didn't know really about Thomas Keller. I didn't know
about all
all
these
about
guys,
that. And then when I started reading about those, and that's when it's really started hitting me like, okay, this is actually really
Interesting.
good. Yeah.
I became obsessed in the first week. Like
yeah,
for me, it
it
was
was
like, but I always said like I was always around food my entire life because my dad was the one that always cooked at home, and it was and we had like, to me it was a chore. So he was always cooking, but he was part of these charities, and then like he would always be like just cooking, and then we would live under the roof. Hey, you cook the pot at 5 a.m. To me, I didn't want to do anything with cooking, and then after a long behold that I ended up going to culinary school to learn, just because I had started a catering company, and I became obsessed 1 week into it. But I never ever thought, I went to school. I went to college for marketing and advertising. I would never imagine I would be a chef.
Because during that time it was like I was going, but I was like, okay, I want to cook, but then I was like, I want to make sure like
this is
money. Yeah, this is it.
money
So,
well spent.
yeah,
Maybe. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
And that's why then all of a sudden it just hit me like how it was like
This is what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Cool. So you did your 2 years. You started working kind of in little restaurants. You're new to Atlanta. Because you're traveling everywhere, and then you finally come back to Atlanta. Why Atlanta, not Alabama or where Dothan?
Well, because I still had family up here.
Okay, gotcha.
And my parents were still up here. I just wanted to be close to them.
Okay, cool.
And up here down in Dothan, it's so small that you don't really have those opportunities.
Okay.
So
access or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so it's getting more now, but during that time it didn't. That's why I decided to stay up here.
Okay.
But then after my schooling, I worked at Monero.
So wait, you went to school, and then did you do any internship or anything like that, or no?
I had a externship. Yeah.
Externship. Okay.
Yeah, I had an externship. It was at the Willows Inn in Loomy Island. It was in Washington State.
In Washington State.
Yeah.
Seattle?
And Seattle, well, about an hour north of Seattle, near Vancouver.
Okay.
And that was a more high-fine dining with, It was a tasting menu of 18 to 20 courses.
Nice.
That changed almost daily.
Oh, wow.
And we only served 36 guests. That was a max. And then we had our own farm on the island.
Nice.
We would get our fish fresh, everything like that.
In Seattle?
Yeah.
Wow. And this was like, you said it was like an island or something is what you're telling me, right?
Yeah, south of the game. Yeah.
And then this island, like what? So 36 courses. So how many people worked there?
We had a good like 10 to 15. And the kitchen was like small. So it's like as soon as one course was done, you had to like...
It's a precision kitchen.
Yeah, it was like you just had to go straight up. Yeah.
And then how was that experience? Because I mean, going to culinary school is one thing, but then actually working in a...
It was a totally different environment, like just learning. But what was good about it was I was able, like my stage was supposed to be only like 3 months.
Okay.
But instead of after that, he went ahead and hired
you.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So at the end of till the end of the season, and the season, I was there for almost a year.
Okay. Cool.
And it was, I learned and enjoyed that.
And why did you stay there? It was kind of your time to go?
Yeah, it was my time to go because it was a seasonal restaurant.
So they closed for X amount?
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So then I came back, and that's when I came back to Monero.
And how was your mindset at that time? Because, I mean, you go in, I mean, culinary school is nice, but when you work at a restaurant like this, it just, I guess the mindset is a different shift, right?
It was more of at that time, especially because I was more newer, it was more of a stressful, like trying to figure out, and you're at a higher level that you haven't been before, so it's like trying to learn,
get up to that.
Yeah.
When you were in that
it was
moment,
like a crash course.
Were you when you were in that moment? Is that something like where you decide that like, okay, I want to do high end, or you're like, I'm never gonna do this, like, because you could go both ways, right? You're like, oh man, this is too much. I want to stick with a technique, but do something casual, or like what'd you think in that moment?
I wanted to stay. I enjoyed the elevated of the food, but then also I want to do my home, my
home cooking.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
my type, which is what I grew up with my grandma.
So it brings you back to your roots. Okay, gotcha.
But then also I was thinking about elevating that to something different, and that's when I really started looking up all the fine dining in Mexico and all that. So
cool.
Yeah.
And then, all right, cool. So at this point, you're single, or you're married, or you're
I was single at that time.
You're single at that time. Okay, cool. So you end up coming back to Atlanta, and then what happens?
Then I get a sous chef job with Monero.
Okay. And Monero is a Mexican restaurant?
Yes, it's a Mexican restaurant.
So you want to kind of go back to your roots and see who is doing it at a high level? Or
yes.
Okay.
And they were making their own tortillas over there.
Sweet.
They were doing all that. It was a Sean Brock, I guess, collaboration.
Okay, cool.
And during that time, the chef that was over it was Chef Arnaldo Castillo. He's with Tio Luchos now. And he taught me a lot too. He was really good. And then once about that time I was ready to leave, I went, and that's where I went to Castellucci Group.
Okay.
And worked at Cooks and Soldiers, everything like that. Worked with Matt Ridgway.
Was this restaurant also Mexican?
No, it was Spanish Tapas.
Oh, Spanish Tapas. Okay.
And then the reason why I switched to that was they were more of the elevated.
Okay.
To what I was really looking forward to.
Okay.
And that's why I switched there, so I can grow and be more elevated.
So it was more elevated than the Mexican one?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
And
was it Mexican, like authentic? Well, they're doing their own tortillas, or is Tex-Mex?
That was, Monero was more, Monero was Mexican.
Okay, cool.
Because they were doing their own tortillas. They had everything. And then Cooks and Soldiers were more elevated Spanish. From the Basque.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of tapas restaurants here, right?
Some are not really too much, but some I'm seeing are popping up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because people are wanting those small bites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But then after that, I worked at Cooks and Soldiers for about a year and a half.
Okay.
I went there as a line cook. I actually took myself from a sous chef, went down to a line cook. Okay. So I can grow and learn. And after that, I
became the sous chef
at Cooks and Soldiers.
All right.
And enjoyed it immensely. Then after that, went to Bar Mikado.
Okay.
To help them out. Then from there,
what kind of food is that?
Bar Mikado was Latin American, more from like Colombia, Peruvian, everything like that. And from there, I went to El Taco.
Okay.
And that was my first executive chef job.
This all happened in a period of how much time? These 3 or 4 restaurants, 4 years, 5 years?
5 years. I want to say, 5 or 6 years, something like that. And during that time, that's when I met my wife.
Okay, cool.
And we've been together since.
All right, cool.
But then after that, El Taco, I got the executive chef job.
Okay.
That was my first one.
At El Taco?
Yes.
Okay.
And that was with Fifth Group.
Okay, cool.
And during that time, I enjoyed it. I got their numbers down. But we
numbers down as far as like their costing?
Yeah, costing, everything like that.
Not that the people stopped coming.
No. Yeah. So then we ended up, they ended up closing the restaurant so we can get a new concept in there.
Okay,
and
cool.
that was Ella.
Okay.
And during that time, I worked all through the Fifth Group.
Okay, cool. Like at different restaurants?
Different restaurants.
Were you the executive chef of the group, or they had different executive chefs?
They had different executive chefs, but I was helping with each location with stuff where they needed it.
Okay, cool.
But other than that, so I was there for about 1.5 years. And I...
At Ella, the new one?
No, I wasn't at Ella. I was going to be helping opening that.
Oh, you're going to help? Yeah. Okay, help open that.
But then some personal stuff happened.
Okay.
I ended up, I'll be honest, let go from Fifth Group because of alcohol. I had alcohol problems, and because of that, that's what
it led into it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
do you drink now, or you're sober?
No, I'm sober now.
Oh, shit.
Going
okay,
on
interesting.
I want to say 2.5, 3 years, something like that now.
Good shit, man. Good shit,
yes, sir. And so ever since then, that's it. I've fought back. I was there 1.5 years.
So wait. So take me through the drinking problem. So what do you think? What do you think got you there, or have you like? How do you get out of? Because I mean, when you because obviously are you were working 100-hour weeks,
Yes.
or I'm assuming it just got crazy. It got out of your hands.
I think it personally, it's like with the military, a lot of stressors with that. Then if you pile on work stress, everything like that, family life, all that, it happens. But it also, you have to be.
Yeah, you're here today because of everything you had to go through that process.
Yeah, so
we all go through it in a different way.
Yeah, and then so like I said, after that, it really, I was like, that's my rock. That's whenever I have to go in, and that's it. I was.
You were the chef putting the whiskey in the coffee in the coffee cup.
And I will say that I will say I've never really.
I've gone through a lot of chefs. I never put the whiskey in the coffee or vodka in the coffee.
I'll admit I've never done that yet. So I didn't do that.
All right, cool.
But yeah, so
that was how long ago? How long ago was this dark space?
2.5. I want to say 2.5, 3 years now.
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 2.5, 3, something like that.
So it's kind of recent. Okay.
Yes.
And then so these 3 years. So like what? I guess like how do you get out of this dark place? Is it
I will admit I had a lot of family support. Yeah,
awesome.
My wife, my family, everything like that.
What a rock star.
So
still together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, you better.
Yeah, it was there.
Dear to that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. It was going there. I put her through. I put my family through a lot, but
man, good shit.
But they all stayed, and that's
good stuff, man.
So
so you think you got out of it because of obviously the support, the family support, and how did that happen? The intervention, or was it just?
Well, no, I actually was in the hospital for 3 weeks.
No shit. So you detoxed, or after you got let go, or
after I let go. No, after I got let go.
Okay.
That day of,
I started drinking more, or
I did, and then it just hit me, and my wife told like everyone and my parents. Everyone's like, "Look, you just got to now go," and that's what I did.
Great.
And so
you were in the hospital for 3 weeks, just kind of detoxing.
Yes.
Wow.
And then I basically went down with my family for like a year or so.
Down where?
So
down back. Okay.
Yeah, because they have some property and all that out
Okay,
there, so.
cool. And you never got, because that also has to be like a lot of personal determination, because it's very easy to just go back to the bottle or go back to the liquor, right? Like did you ever go to rehab, or like how did that whole process or your mindset just kind of?
I'll be honest, I think my mindset just kind of flipped, because that was the first time ever being let go of any job or anything like that. So it was like, okay, that was like, now it's a problem. Yeah, it was a flip. And then also having
it's typically not that easy.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, it's
or your mindset has to be very tough to be able to switch it like you did.
Yes. And that was why at first, while I was with my parents, I didn't do any like managerial jobs.
Yeah.
I was just a line cook.
Oh, but you got back into the kitchen.
Yes, I still got back into the kitchen.
So you stayed in the kitchen.
Yes.
So you knew the kitchen was dear to your heart. And,
yeah. Okay. And I stayed in the kitchen.
And worked 30-hour weeks?
Yeah. 30-hour weeks. I was just a line cook. I was letting it go. Cool. But I still continued on.
Very cool.
Worked
and you didn't touch alcohol. You stayed off of it.
Stayed off. Haven't touched it in 3 years.
And your wife was with you over there supporting?
No, she actually stayed here because she had her job here. We had our dog, everything like that. Cool. So she stayed. We had our apartment.
Kids or no kids?
No kids.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So
dogs?
Dogs.
Yeah,
cool. My little, he's my son.
One or two?
We have one.
All right.
I don't think we could have another one. She's like,
all right, so she stayed here, and then very, very brave, and it tells a lot of your wife as well, like to stay and hold the fort while you do your your I guess your process, which is okay. So you end up staying down there and Dothan. What is it? How is it? Dothan.
Yeah.
You end up staying down in Dothan for about a year.
Yeah.
You said cool.
And then a friend of mine, they were looking for a chef at Rena.
Okay.
And
do you feel after that year you were like kind of, I wouldn't say cured because it's not like you had but do you feel you were like already mentally prepared, ready to get back into it?
Yes. A lot of in it. I did have counseling that I did talk to, but not really like going to AA or anything like that. It's just counseling. But
you don't have your coin. You don't have your
But
that's badass. That's rockstar.
But no, it was just a flip, and it was just like, I had to do something.
Yeah. Very cool.
So
and then so then you get back to Atlanta, and then Atlanta now you're kind of ready to take over the world again, or what was kind of going through your mind?
I was wanting to go back to like a slower space, so it was basically Rena and all.
Okay.
And I was been there since.
And then Rena's what? Is it Mexican as well? Or?
Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern. Okay, cool.
So I was reading and I was looking up a lot with Middle Eastern restaurants.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I'm interested. So that's when I found Rena.
Okay.
And it was actually through a friend of mine.
Okay.
And all that. So I knew that. And then. So I was there for a year and a half or so. And then honestly, this job popped up and I really enjoyed the restaurant before. I've been in it, everything like that. Heard great things.
Which Buena Vida, which is tapas and Spanish.
Everything that I enjoyed.
Okay, cool.
So I applied and
you got it. And you're here now.
Yes, sir.
And what's your vision? What do you intend on doing? Because I mean, it's been recent, but like, what's your goal, or what do you want to see play out?
My goal is basically I want to go back to like traditional Spanish food, but also make it vibrant, fun, but also like approachable, because what I'm seeing in the Atlanta food scene is people want tradition, like they want the traditional stuff, but also they don't want it so far that it's not
approachable. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your take on the Atlanta scene? On the Atlanta food scene?
I personally, I enjoy everyone.
'Cause I'm not gonna ask you about the bar scene.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
The bar scene, I could have told you that years ago. But no
wonder when I tell you, the cocktails here are really good. You're like, oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, the mocktails are good. When I go out with my cousin, he drinks his mocktails and I drink mine.
That's what you have to do.
Okay.
But the food scene, it's good here. I like it. And I personally I like traditional food, but like I said again, sometimes in Atlanta,
when you say traditional, what do you mean by that?
Like the actual traditional food. Okay. Like I enjoy moles. I enjoy like all that. So like for Chinese food, I enjoy dumplings. I enjoy all that. And
when you were in the military, were you able to get some influence from the local cuisine?
Yes. Yeah? Yes. When I was in Iraq, we would go to the little bazaar there.
Shit.
And
cool.
Actually, it's the craziest thing is I still have not had anyone, and here in America, as I've had their non-bread and be like, this is
yeah. Wow.
over there. It's totally different of how they do it. It's
Interesting.
You see it in mud ovens being baked. You see it's so cool. But then like just seeing from doing shiras, you see like a goat, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're eating that same goat as you're. So it's crazy to see all that. Then in Japan, seeing all that. So I was in Okinawa, and I love that. So having fresh like sashimi,
unbelievable.
Yeah. So
I think it's one of the most. It's been the most impactful. I think cuisine wise for me has been Japan. I definitely want to go back and spend
it's
more
very
time over there.
Like I was saying, when I was over there, you had like, we went on a boat, and that guy was we caught a fish.
Fisherman.
Fisherman, and he actually cut it up, and we had sashimi right there.
Wow.
So it was so cool.
Amazing.
It was like, it was like
Takes
the
out a
freshest
sword
melt. No, you already had did it all there. It's funny. It's good.
Very cool. Very so going back, because I cut you off, but going back to the food scene here in Atlanta, how do you see it? How do you see where it's going? Like, I mean, Michelin just came out last night. Any surprise there, or
no? Not really. It's the same ones as before. I would like to see more
new ones.
New ones. But they're all good Michelin restaurants. But now I see it growing. I think it's going to be growing here soon, because you do have the Michelin now and everything. But I'm starting to see people are wanting to go back to the roots of everything. And I'm starting to see, and that's something that I'm wanting to go back to, is traditional stuff. So
and why Spanish and not Mexican if your background is Mexican?
The Spanish to me is, I love Mexican, but it's just, I feel like that's what I like, even though like my family, but it's just, Spain is like just more of the insult to me than anything. I do not know why, but yes, that is. So once I started cooking Spanish food, it just got
it got in there.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna give you some rapid fire questions, and just the idea is just the first thing that comes to your mind, you just shoot it. All right. First thing you ever cooked?
Oh, eggs.
Huh?
Eggs.
All right. Worst kitchen disaster you've had?
I remember almost setting the grill on fire because of oil.
Because of oil?
It was a wood fire grill too.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Go to midnight snack?
Ice cream.
I'm a sucker for that one too. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
I'm mixed about that one. Yeah, I am.
All right. One ingredient you can't live without?
That has to be like parsley.
Parsley? Oh, interesting.
Onions, yeah.
All right. Least favorite ingredient to cook with?
Beets.
Beets? You don't like them at all?
No, that's very
funny.
Yeah.
I learned to appreciate them appreciate it after time.
Well, yeah, but
all right. Hot sauce, a few drops or drowning?
A few drops.
All right. Dream dinner guest, dead or alive?
It would have to be Thomas Keller.
Okay, interesting.
Because I've met him before.
Yeah. You haven't, or you have?
I have.
All right, okay. What's your guilty pleasure fast food?
McDonald's.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right. If you weren't a chef restaurateur, what do you think you would be doing?
Law enforcement.
Law enforcement? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Following your dad's footsteps? Yep. I want to hear more about that. I can't believe he hasn't told you any stories of that. All right, coffee or tequila?
Coffee for now.
Coffee? All right. Oh, yeah, well, obviously. One food you'll never eat?
Oh, I don't know, because I've tried everything. So it's like I will try everything once. So,
right.
Yeah.
Most underrated dish on the menu?
I would say that's our short ribs.
Short ribs?
Yeah.
What's always in your fridge at home, not at the restaurant?
Ooh, mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
And it's always Dukes.
Dukes? Oh my God, I'm a Hellman sucker.
Yeah,
I'm a freak for mayo.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I wouldn't have thought of
Duke
that
said
one.
actually Mike's has some good ones.
Huh?
Too.
Yeah.
Mike's, yeah.
Oh, Mike's. I just had them at the Wine and Food Fest. They were all over the place. It was actually really good.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be good. Do you taste while you're cooking or trust your instincts?
I taste as
Taste
I
it.
cook, yeah.
Favorite comfort food from childhood?
Cereal.
Cereal?
Yeah,
All right,
Cocoa
cool. All
Puffs,
right,
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right, man. So it's a great story, man. Anything else you want to add? Anything else? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where can we see, or what can we expect from Chef Owen or Chef Shane Owen?
Hopefully, still here making good food.
Good food?
Yeah,
All right,
and
man, that's
bringing
good.
elevation back.
All right, good, man. Good.
Yep.
All right, so what do we have here? So this is these are classic recipes from the restaurant that have been.
Yes,
because the restaurant Buena Vida has been open for 6 years, right?
Yes.
So it's been a staple. It has been. I mean, they've gotten through rough times, good times, bad times. They're here, to stay. So that's rock star.
And
we're all right on the belt line.
Yeah.
So
the anniversary is actually this weekend.
it's this weekend. All right, awesome. Well, congrats.
So
you're gonna celebrate it with a bang.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take out any new dishes for that?
that's what we're
Planning
right now, but
Okay, cool.
we're still in the planning phase. But
Cool.
we'll see.
All right.
But
All
right
so what
now
do we have?
this is our ribeye with just buttered potatoes.
Okay.
And a little bit of chimichurri.
Okay.
And it's just grilled. There you go.
Yeah, man.
It's
You
our-
can dig in too, brother.
So
All right.
and
So it's got a.
buttery mashed potatoes.
Oh, yummy. That's very good. That's very, very good. And then, so is this a dish that's ordered a lot,
Yes.
or
Yes, our ribeye, yes.
the ribeye?
Yes.
All right, cool. Oh,
And then
and then people get it like that. Is this a plate that's more to share, or?
yes, they can share it or someone could eat it by themselves.
Oh yeah,
I
that
literally-
chimichurri is
yeah.
excellent. It's
Okay.
it's very, very good.
Yes, sir. But I can eat this by myself because I'm a foodie.
So this is because does it make it more tapas, or like the idea is
This is
are
more-
all the dishes are more to share, or
yes, the two I have here are more to share.
Okay.
And this one would be probably like one of our tapas dishes.
okay, cool.
This is one that's going on the menu.
Okay.
Still
One of your creations.
Yes. And it's a basically corn succotash with a
It's yummy.
fall espuma. The espuma is basically
What's the
corn.
spuma of? A corn, right?
Foam, yeah.
Foam. Yep.
So,
Well,
so that's
and what is that, scallops, or what?
yes,
What is that?
It's a little bay scallops in it, so it's
Okay.
basically like a warm succotash
Delicious.
with scallops, corn.
Example. So this is one of the things you're trying to
Yes. Put on the menu.
and because you were saying earlier that you want to make something that's approachable, something that's more because I think there also has to be some kind of an education or culture shift, because like maybe a lot of people haven't been to Spain, so you bring them this and kind of the understanding. Also, I guess there has to be some kind of training or some kind of right.
And that's what we're doing with our servers and all now. Each time we get a new menu item, whatever, we give our servers. I go in and start explaining to them what it is and why, and so they can explain to their guests and help
So
the
they can
guests
understand it.
get there. Yeah.
Are you guys big? Because I saw you guys have a huge bar. Like, are the cocktails big?
Yes, our bar program is pretty good.
Okay.
Now during the summertime, our patio gets packed. Yes, because we have a nice, big
Beautiful patio, yeah.
Yes, and we also do like the
Games
music and
okay.
yeah, we have live music.
Okay,
and all
cool,
that.
well, live
but,
music,
Yeah,
okay.
but our bar gets pretty good.
It's
yeah.
a beautiful bar.
Yeah.
No, the place is super nice. I love it. I love the decor. I love the you guys got it going. So this is this is excellent. This is very, very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then this?
This is just our base seafood paella that we have. So and that's on these two, like I said, are mainly
Do people order a lot of
Yes.
paella? They order a lot.
Yes. a lot.
And then do you make it in this pan, or you kind of
Yes.
have everything pre-made,
No,
and then you kind of
we actually make it all fresh in the pan.
you make it all fresh in the
in the
pan,
pan,
so you're
yes.
sautéing everything and getting it. No shit. I grew up. My dad. We have. I have one sitting in my warehouse right now that feeds about. It's about 3,000 people. It fits. I mean, It's literally like wider than this table.
Yeah, we
And
have
it's-
2 of those. Yeah. Yeah, we have 2 in all. So we're pretty, it was
delicious. I started a paella company with my cousin at one point. He makes paellas. Amazing. Wow.
yeah, I wouldn't.
So you guys make the paella in the actual
Yeah.
in the actual pan from scratch?
Yes.
And then you bake it or you finish it off?
Yes, we put it there. Once it starts to nice boil and start cooking the rice, then we just put it inside the oven so it can
Yeah,
finish.
you don't use arborio, you use
No.
use a regular
bomba rice.
Yeah, because it would be a lot more difficult to knock it out.
Yeah,
So
that's
but,
why the bomba is. Yeah,
but people also know it's going to take
30 minutes.
Take 30 minutes, right? Yeah. to
that's
cook.
what we ensure the servers let people know that it's going to take
A little longer.
Yeah,
But if they have a little tapas.
yeah, and that's where we try to upsell them because we do have like a tasting menu.
Okay.
Where basically what they get is a charcuterie board.
Okay, cool.
And then they get like 2 to 3 tapas.
Okay.
And then they get a paella with it and a dessert. So they
cool.
get everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. And then it starts
Yeah.
coming out gradually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the concept is very is that exactly, it's tapas, you know, kind of come, and then is it more like people come and drink wine or what's
it's a mix. I
Yep.
think it's and especially during our brunch, it's a very mix with everything. So,
and the brunch is same menu or it's a different menu?
different menu.
Okay.
We do right there. We have we have like a French toast churros.
Okay,
which
cool.
basically like French toast sticks.
Churros. Oh my
yes.
God, that sounds amazing.
So we have where it has like a chocolate sauce that goes with it.
my
Everything.
goodness, that sounds
that's pretty good for
great.
brunch.
Ah,
Yeah, I
that
like
sounds
that.
delicious.
Yeah.
That's for dessert or that's for like the
No,
beginning?
that's for entree during brunch.
Oh, an
Yeah.
entree. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, that sounds
It's pretty
awesome.
good. And then
French toast churros. Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
And so yeah, I
sounds sick,
enjoyed
huh?
that one.
You
Yeah,
enjoy that one?
Yeah.
Well, you said sweet.
yeah,
Instead of
and that's
savory.
exactly. Yep. So that's
Were
exactly.
you a sweet tooth always?
No.
Oh, okay.
no,
No?
actually, I didn't really like too much sweets
Oh, my goodness.
until like after.
After.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then now I'm just like to try everything.
All right.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. All
So
right.
more into the sweets now than I
Yeah.
was before.
All right.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Man, Chef Shane, thank you so much, man. This has been amazing. Your story. There's a couple of things there that I want to ask more later. But man, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for letting us in your home, your new home, and hopefully all the blessings to your success and to changing and to really pushing the envelope, you know, because when you create things like this, as a consumer, it also helps us push our palate and to try new things or to test, you know, on what we should be doing and how we should be eating, and because this was awesome because it has a lot of different textures and it's different. So I congratulate you, man.
Yes, sir.
So I wish you the best in this new venture and hell of a story, man.
Yes, sir.
Chef Shane,
Thank you.
so much for having
sir.
me. I really appreciate it, man. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir.
Guys, built from scratch, Chef Shane here in we're right behind the Beltline in Buena Vida. Come check them out. The food is absolutely phenomenal. Excellent. What a great story. Thank you, built from scratch. Till next time, guys.